Hey guys, what's up? So, it's been a while since I made a video. It's actually been a long while. I haven't gone this long without making a video in a long time. There's a reason for that. It's because I haven't really had anything to make a video on. So, here we are at the good old tent. No, I should say pretty crappy tent actually, because it's a piece of junk, but well, anyway, we're back at the tent. So you can see that there is a car in here, but it's not anything new to you guys. It is actually the Corvette. So let me just get this tent open here. Jeez, this thing's giving me some trouble. Hold on, I'm gonna have to set the camera down. I should open that door before I started a video, but whatever. So there she is. Good old Corvette. It's got a spider on it. That pretty much represents the last time I touched this thing. No, there's nothing wrong with it. It is sitting to be sold off. Basically, I've pretty much got this thing sold. I have not seen the money for it yet, so it is not official, obviously, but so it'd really suck if the buyer stepped out now, because if he does step out, you know what that means. I'm gonna have to keep this thing over the winter. There is no way I'd be able to sell this now. The time frame is now gone. It is, the cold weather is coming hard. Earlier this week it was actually hitting 80 degrees after being 50 for a while. I actually saw 2 80-degree days, and then it just went downhill from there. And now today, now it's in the 40s and 50s again, and we almost got snow last night. That's how cold it got. So it's definitely that time of the year again. Oh, my oil thing is falling. That's not good. Anyway, and I don't remember the AC condenser being like that. That's weird. I'm going to look into that, but anyway, got the Lumina suspension in here and everything for next year. Hopefully I don't have to use it on the Lumina I get or whatever, but anyway, this thing's getting sold, hopefully. It's pretty much, not technically or officially, but it's said to be sold. So, just take my word for it, I guess, for now. I will update you guys if there is a problem. And that would be really bad, because I really don't want to hold this car for another winter. That would be really, really bad. And that means that I won't be able to get this thing out on the road until about May. And that means I would not be able to get a demo car until probably about June. And June's going to be an extremely busy month for me. Not because it's Demolition Derby season, but because well, I'm graduating from school this year. So there you go. That gives you a little idea how old I am, I guess. But you guys already probably knew that if you've been following the channel long enough. You would already know I'm pretty much a senior in high school, but and to own a Corvette in high school, it's pretty cool, but gotta get my money. You know. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. So basically I want to make a video of the plans for 2019. 2019 is going to be hopefully a really good year for us, and for this channel. Hopefully we can hit 1,000 subscribers. I know that is a far stretch, and actually I haven't made a video since I've hit 400 subscribers. So congratulations to me and to you guys who are part of a 400 subscriber channel. Not big, but getting there. I think I started this year off with 200 I was somewhere around there subscribers, and now we're at 400. So we've almost doubled the channel subscribers in a year, which is awesome, guys. Keep on hitting that subscribe button if you're new. We're going to try to do as much as we can in this upcoming 2019 year to make you guys entertained. So, anyway, basically, this Corvette's going to be gone, and we're going to be moving a new Demolition Derby car, hopefully, unless I get another project car, but that's going to be, that one will probably be stored away for a little bit, so I can get a Derby car in here. I'm probably going to get a W body, Lumina, first gen W body, I mean, or, yeah, somewhere around there. Lumina, Regal, Grand Prix, all of them, first gen, W body cars, and, hopefully, that will go well, and I'm hopefully going to also get another vehicle for the 2019 year. Hopefully we'll be able to build two, but that also means that obviously this 10 isn't nearly big enough to fit two cars, so that means we're gonna have to keep one outside, which kind of sucks, guys. That kind of sucks, and you're probably like, why don't you get another tent? Well, I'd love to, but I can't. Like I said, the land I'm on is not mine. So obviously, still my parents. This is my parents' home, parents' yard. I can only do so much, guys. There's limitations, guys. So anyway, we're gonna be trying to go to every single Demolition Derby I can possibly go to. That including Boonville, Herkimer, Brookfield. I did miss the Real Wheels days of Brookfield this past September, so if you guys were expecting videos on that, sorry guys. I didn't end up going, not by my own choice, but well, partially by my own choice, but also I just couldn't. But I really did want to go. They had a really, actually pretty strong comeback compared to the July Demolition Derby. They had a lot of cars there that in September. I think it's because everybody is trying to hit off that one last Demolition Derby before the year ends. But after watching the videos, there's a channel called Smash It with, and after it there's a period, but and the Smash and the It are spaced out, but have a space in between. But anyway, he's been doing Brookfield for quite a while now. I actually watch his videos to see his point of view for my Demolition Derby, and go check him out. He actually does record a few Demolition Derbies, but mostly Brookfield, and he recorded every single heat, and I actually saw in the V6 heat a huge, and I mean huge, driver's door shot, and they never even caught it. I mean, they never even called for it. I mean, literally, the door was so pushed in, the whole entire side was so pushed in that the driver was sitting at an angle, and he was steering like way over here, and his body staying way over here, and he's trying to steer like this. And if you guys could kind of see what I'm trying to do there, but it was just terrible, and they watched it happen. They just watched it happen. So yeah, I'm so sick of the lack of enforcing the rules, and they're risking the safety of their drivers. But you know what, I'm not going to go any more about it. I do not want to go any more about it. That's why I'm probably not going to run at Brookfield anymore, because they just don't enforce the rules. They really don't, and I'm kind of sick of that. And I do want to hit another point about how sour I was earlier this year after the aftermath. I know I'm all over the place, guys. I'm sorry about that, but I feel like I gotta give you guys a little update. I've been thinking about how I reacted to the Century, and I'm starting to realize that, gee, it wasn't really that car's fault. It failed so miserably. Although partially it was, but partially it wasn't, and here's why. Because we built the car too strong. I did not realize how much weaker the frames were on those W bodies compared to the old W bodies. So I really built the front end of that car really solid, but I did not reinforce the frame. Obviously we couldn't. So the front end of we had crush box, and then another kind of crush box plate, and then the bumper, which is sitting right over here, filled, stuffed, and everything. It's aluminum outside. Excuse the wood here, guys. Aluminum outside with filled pipes and everything. We might not ever use this bumper again. I might have to get rid of it or sell it to somebody, because I don't think I'm going to run at Brookfield again unless I really like if they like change the rules and stuff and enforce their rules to begin with. So if they do that, then maybe I will run there again, but it's not looking good for Brookfield. So there's that, but that's what I put on that Century, and geez, this bumper, you know, it's solid. It's really solid. And really the biggest damage to this bumper was right on the aluminum. That did barely anything. That happened during the first Demolition Derby that happened with it. That was not the second Demolition Derby. And this bumper, this bumper is not even bent. It didn't even move from the other Demolition Derby. And I got some hard hits put on me. Not too hard, but definitely harder hits that a stock bumper would have never held up, like the one that's under it, a stock W body that actually I should have really ran at Boonville with that car, the Century. I probably should have ran at Boonville, because I probably could have run at Boonville, but I just didn't think about it. And I also wanted to run Brookfield because that was the absolute first place I could run. So anyway, back from the Century. I know I was really moody about a month. I was just so sour about it because I just put I put a lot of time into that car. I don't know if you guys know how many hours. It's got to be over 100 hours. I mean, easily over 100 hours. Probably about 3 weeks of work total in hours on that car. Just to have it last a little over 2 minutes in its total life. But that's the risk you take when you do Demolition Derby. You could spend, oh my god, lots of hours and have the car only last a few minutes, not even a couple minutes, and that's it. So I've learned my lesson. Not to get so sour about losing. I can't be sour, because if I am, then well, I guess that wouldn't be good. Because that's part of the sport. Whether I like it or not, when anybody likes it or not, I can't be sour about it. So anyway, now reversing gears again. God, I've reversed it so many times in this video, but you know what? I'm just giving you a broad list of things that I wanted to get over to you guys. So anyway, back to the 2019 season. Hopefully we're going to have a W-body sitting in here, and possibly another car or van sitting outside. We're probably going to be running all at Herkimer, and sadly that's in August. Unless plans change and I want to run at Boonville if they change the rules. If they do change the rules at Boonville, I will run at Boonville. Because Boonville rules state that you cannot move the gas tank from the original position. You cannot move the gas tank, which is one of the dumbest rules I've ever heard. No offense to them, but it's just, well, I guess offense to them. Guys, why can't you be safe? Like, if somebody wants to move the gas tank, let them move the gas tank. I don't know why there's a rule against that, but you know what? They're just going to lose more people. I mean, although they do get a pretty darn good turnout there, it's just that, you know, it's kind of working against them, that rule, because I know people who would run there that aren't necessarily running there because of that rule, and, you know, I don't blame them, and I don't really see, because it's just a hazard. If you guys watch my video in Boonville, they had to stop so many times because of fire, and gas tank leaks. You know, it's just going to save time on their hands, and it's going to be, funner to watch without all the red flags. So, other than that, it's a good Demolition Derby. I'd love to go. Very stock. I like stock builds more now. Obviously, I never really liked the really heavy built cars to begin with, but I like the stock cars even more now because I don't have to put $100 into them just to have them. Obviously, still a little sour about it, but not as sour as I used to be. But basically, we're going to be going as many places in 2019 as we can, not necessarily running there, but also recording there. So pretty much the same exact thing as you guys saw this year with Boonville, what's it called, Fonda, Herkimer, Brookfield. Trying to go as many places as I can to record Demolition Derby and also participate in Demolition Derby. Hopefully we're going to be going to Herkimer for 2 Demolition Derbies, hopefully, because if they have the Thursday and Friday night again, I'd probably be running both nights, and that would be awesome. So basically, goals for 2019, get a Lumina or a first gen W body or a Camry, because Camrys are pretty tough unless I get a, but I'm planning on getting a second vehicle if I'm allowed to, with limitations and stuff. Hopefully I will be able to, but I'm mostly looking for a W body because, as you guys can see, W body suspension, a radiator that would fit a Lumina, a cage that would fit a W body, another piece of cage that fit a W body, a nice bumper for a W body, an AC condenser that will fit a W body, a few bumpers that will come in handy in case one of these bumpers gets destroyed, bumper for a W body, a meat shield for a W body for the back in case I want to just throw that on there. This is actually just half a bumper. I'm probably going to end up scrapping that. But back over here, another suspension, another strut and everything for a Lumina, an air cleaner for a Corvette, another W-body bumper, another car that I may be, another plate for a W-body, just a lot of W-body parts, but another car I might be looking for if I don't run a van is actually a Ford Taurus. Guys, I actually kind of want to do another Ford Taurus. The reason for that is, you know, I actually kind of liked how that car went. I'd be trying to do as much up front of that kind of car as I could have, as I can, I should say, like changing the everything underneath, but also I'd probably keep the back end about the same because that back end really came in pretty nicely. But anyway, I know this is kind of a long video, and you know what? I figured I'd make a pretty long video because I really got to make up for what I've done over the past few weeks with not posting any videos. So anyway, for the 2019 season, hopefully it's a great season. Hopefully I do well, and hopefully we all have a good time. Now that's really the most important part, is having a good time. So, and I still had a very good time this past summer. It was probably one of the funnest times I've ever had, at least with Demolition Derby. Definitely had a good year, even though it might have not been so well for the Century. It definitely was a pretty good year for me. So anyway, pretty much to sum it up, Corvette's getting sold. Hopefully with the money from that, I will be putting some of it away just to save it, but hopefully we'll be able to buy another Demolition Derby car or two with the money that I get from the Corvette that I want to spend, and be doing lots of stuff for the 2019 season. So see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much again for 400 subscribers. Let's keep that going. My goal for this year was 400 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for fulfilling my goal, and I owe you guys a lot. So thank you guys for everything. Like, comment, subscribe. and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, everybody.